Most guys who get lean don't stay lean, and it's not because the level of leanness they're at is unsustainable or their genetics. It's just because they don't know how to transition from peak cut to actually sustaining those results, which just makes them reset all the hard work they worked for in these past couple months. I've been there. I've got super lean before and I didn't know how to sustain it. I didn't know how to hold it in place. And I just bounced right back up. And I see so many people do the same thing, which keeps them in cycles of cutting and bulking, never actually sustaining the results that they work so hard for. The thing is, it's not a discipline thing. You just don't have the proper information to actually maintain the results that you work so hard for. So that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do in this video today. I'm going to tell you why people reset. I'm going to tell you how you can avoid resetting. I'm going to tell you how the whole transition works in order for you to maintain the results that you work so hard for. Right, so you've gone through a whole grueling process of getting lean and everything that went into that. And if you're keeping up with this video series, which I recommend you watch the previous videos that tell you exactly how to even get to here, this is a good problem that we want to have, because that means that you've done all the hard work of actually getting lean, going through those 12 weeks, creating a plan. Either way, this is all part of the video series that I'm filming right here. So go back to the previous videos if this is your first video tuning in. Either way, here's how to stay lean after getting lean. So we'll begin with the first pillar of why most people even bounce back. So a big thing you have to understand, that's a huge misconception which causes people to reset on the progress that they work so hard for, is the diet is not over once you actually get lean. And this is just the beginning to the next transitioning phase, which I'm going to explain to you in this video. Many people don't even get to enjoy the results that they work so hard for, because once they finish the diet, mentally they finish the diet, they fail to realize that their body is still in a dieted state. It's still deprived. It's still malnourished. It still wants to get back to where it came from. So once they kind of let loose mentally, they just go wild and the body takes over. And like I said, the body wants to go back to the weight that you just came from. So that's when you just go eating everything in sight, having no control, being unable to control it, which just leaves you going backwards. Like I said, understand your body wants to go back to where it came from, and that in order for it to adjust to the new weight that you've got to over the past weeks of fat loss, it's going to take time. Think about it. Your body just gone through a drastic change in body weight, and naturally your body doesn't want to shift too much. It wants the path of least resistance. It's just trying to keep us alive with as little calories as possible. So now you're giving it a whole task of having to recalibrate to this new weight, which is going to take time, and you have to understand that. Understand that your body is still in a diet fatigue state, so you're very susceptible to cravings and eating your way back to where you came from. And understand that in order for your body to stabilize at this new current weight, it's going to take some time. And along with that, this is an important note. So even if you followed everything I spoke about in these last videos, you lost some weight, you can't lose weight continuously forever. So even if you have more weight to lose, like say you've lost like 15 pounds, but you still want to lose another 10, 15, follow exactly what I'm going to be telling you in this video here, because it's absolutely necessary. You can't lose weight forever. You must give your body breaks. You must give your body time to readjust to its new weight, because if you just go down too fast, it's just going to shoot back up because you're not even going to be able to control it anymore. So this is all proper in structure. So follow this video exactly as I'm telling you to. Just the rule of thumb, for every 12 weeks of cutting, which is the guideline we're going off of, you have to give your body at least 8 weeks of maintenance. And that's basically just staying where you're at in order to let your body adjust before you decide to lose fat again. But if you're happy where you're at, you're chilling. Let's go on to the next pillar. A big thing to understand is you're not going to look your best peak cut. You're going to look lean, you're going to look dry, but think about it. You're malnourished, your muscles are all flat, you have no resources in your body, so expect to not look your best. You're going to look flat, everybody talks about it. You're not going to look as full, but that's totally normal, and this is what you should expect your body to do after finishing the diet. Expect to gain 4 to 8 pounds in the first 2 weeks, and just understand this is completely normal, so don't panic, don't get scared. You're not gaining fat. Think about it. You're like a sponge. You've squeezed all the water out these past 12 weeks. So naturally, as you're giving it more food in the maintenance phase, and I'll talk about this more in the next pillar, but maintenance phase is after the diet ends. Basically, you eat at your estimated maintenance calories. So that's going to be significantly more than peak diet calories. But either way, your body's like a sponge, so it's picking up literally everything. It's like oh dang, we're getting more calories than we have gotten in these past 12 weeks. So just store everything. That's when you store everything as water. You look more watery, you look less lean in the following weeks after the diet. So expect in the first week of maintenance after the diet, you are probably going to look a little worse, but that's totally fine, totally normal. Don't panic. Still expect the effects of the cut. You're still going to feel a little diet fatigue. You're still going to have low energy. Your cravings are going to be through the roof. You might be a little frantic mentally, but this is going to go away as the days go by, as the weeks go by. And we're in the green territory now. We've done all the hard work. So let's just focus on actually maintaining this hard work, because it'd be ashamed if you did all that just to go back where you came from. And I've done that before. It absolutely sucks. You see yourself in the mirror. You actually have a decent level of leanness, and all for you just to reset it in a matter of weeks. Just another reminder, this is all normal. Expect all of this. You're going to have symptoms of the diet fatigue still there. You're not going to look as good. But just don't panic. Go with the flow. Go with this plan that I'm giving you in this video here. And everything's going to go all right, as we've been following these past videos that even got you to this point. So going on to the next pillar here. I talked about this a little bit earlier. It's the diet after the diet. Getting lean is 80% of the battle. And the last 20% of actually maintaining it is where people lose their progress. Even people that get through the whole 80%, the hardest part, they lose it in the last 20%, which is just super disappointing, which is why I'm making this video for you right now. So this is not an end of a diet, it's just a transition. And I mentioned briefly before, what we're going to do during this transition is find our new maintenance calories in order to maintain our new current weight. So after following these video series, you're probably going to be down 10 plus pounds, and that's great. But like I mentioned before, it's not great for our bodies, because our body has to work a lot in order to readjust and recalibrate to this new weight. It's been deprived for so long, it doesn't know, it's all over the place right now. So eating at maintenance is going to give it time to finally stabilize and relax and not have to push so hard. And this is going to take a lot from you. So that explains why we hold so much water, why our body fluctuation is all over the place. Our body's all over the place. So now that it has a level of equilibrium, it's finally getting time to relax and actually reassess itself and recalibrate to where we're currently at. So just understand that. After we hit our goal weight, we're going to want to bring our calories to our new estimated maintenance. So whatever you were eating before the diet, before you started the diet, what you got your initial calorie deficit from, just subtract probably like 400 calories from there and then start there. So for example, if your maintenance calories before estimated, and this is all explained in the diet video, if you want to go back to that, either way, just go to TDE calculator, get an estimate, subtract 400, and this will be your new maintenance to start. So say if your maintenance before the diet, the thing that you added the initial calorie deficit to was 3,000, then we want to start at 2,600. So a little bit less, but we'll work our way up, and I'll show you that in the next pillar. This is a process. In order to find our new maintenance calories, remember, our body's all over the place right now. So in order for it to finally stabilize, it's going to take 4 to 8 weeks. And I know it kind of sucks, but the thing is, this is absolutely necessary if you want to keep your results that you work so hard for already. But the cool thing is, you are eating more, so take that into account. You are eating more calories than you were at peak diet, so you are going to feel more full, more better. Training at this time, at this stage, is only like 4 times a week to maintain. Super easy. We'll go to that more in the next pillars. But yeah, it's a good place to be in. You've done all the hard work. You're looking at least way better than when you started. And you're eating more food right now, and you're not severely diet fatigued anymore. So at this point, you still want to stick to diet foods. That's a huge thing that people get wrong. Once the diet ends, they go straight back to the junk food. You're super prone to eating that. It's super easy to eat that at that point of time after a diet. You're so fatigued. You're so ravenous. You're just ready to go. Either way, stay away from that. Stay full of whole foods. Still the diet foods, the exact same foods. The cool thing is you can eat more. So just fill yourself as much as possible off rice, potatoes, etc., veggies. But it's just gonna feel good being full at this time, and you're gonna appreciate it. But just don't go to the tasty foods right now, because it's gonna be super easy to overeat. So just stick to the diet foods at this point. So yeah, this is the diet after the diet. It's the last 20% that so many people get wrong, that so many people misunderstand, but you have everything here. So let's go into actually finding your new maintenance calories and how that process works. So from here, after you kind of go back to a guesstimate of your maintenance calories, we're eating mostly diet foods still to stay full, but we are eating more of them. Now, in order to find our new maintenance calories, with our new weight comes a new set point to maintain it. So there's going to be a new maintenance calories that actually helps us maintain our new weight. So say you drop 15 pounds, your maintenance calories when you were 15 pounds heavier is probably going to be a little more than where you're at currently in body weight. But that's normal. So this is how we actually find that number. So you want to aim to stabilize around 3 to 5 pounds of your peak diet weight. So if you finish your diet at like 152, it's normal to jump back up to like 155 to 157. That's totally normal. Don't shy away. If anything, you're going to look better because your muscles are going to be more full. But now that we got our estimate of our maintenance calories, which I mentioned in the previous pillar and how to get that, so we're going to want to start tracking our body weight every week. Same thing we did to lose body fat. And if you don't know what I'm referring to, again, go back to the diet video. It uses a similar diagram that shows how you continuously lose body fat over the week. So we're just applying those same principles in order to find our new maintenance calories. So in this example, say peak diet, I am at 152 pounds. So this is at the end of the diet, the end of 12 weeks. So say I go back to my estimated maintenance calories, which is 3,000. You want to make sure to, whatever you estimate your maintenance to be, eat at that for 2 weeks before making any adjustments. But just enjoy like I said, enjoy the more food, but just eat it, give it 2 weeks of data of time before you make adjustments. So we want to still be tracking our body weight. We want to see what this calories is doing to our body. Is it dropping? Is it getting higher, etc. Same thing we talked about before, same principles. But in this case, say the first week we gain, 0.8 pound, which is really normal. And then the second week, say we actually lose weight and we're beneath our initial, peak diet. So this shows that this estimate of our new maintenance calories is not enough. So at this point, since we are under our peak cut weight, we'll just simply add another 250 calories. And all we're doing here is just slowly finding our new maintenance point. And that's literally all it is. And that's why it takes weeks. That's why it takes time, because you got to give your body time to give you data in order for you to make the proper adjustments. So in this example, since we are below our peak cut weight, we are going to add 250 calories. So then that'd bring our new maintenance to 250. So say we did that and then our weight goes from 151.8 to 153.2 after this new adjustment. That's totally fine. That's exactly where we want to be. So at this point, we simply just rinse and repeat, kind of like how we described before in the actual losing body fat video. And until we hit a point where our body kind of just fluctuates between, where we want it to be, which is 3 to 5 pounds of our peak diet weight. So this is why the process takes kind of long, 4 to 8 weeks on average. But with enough weekly adjustments, we are going to find our new maintenance calories that helps us stay at the weight while looking leaner and better. Because think about it, all this time where our glycogen's actually going to our muscles, our water's finally balancing out, we are going to look significantly better at the end. So just trust the process and stick with it. And also just note that if you add calories 1 week and weight gain might be a little too much, or it might get you over that threshold, no worries. Just eat at that for the remaining of the week and then just drop the amount that you added. And then that will probably be your maintenance calories. But our goal is to just keep raising this as much as possible until we gain weight. So then we just drop it back to where we gain. So that way we're able to eat as much as possible and we're close to our true maintenance calories. You won't be able to identify it like completely accurate, but we just want to be in the range, and that's totally fine. And like I said, with enough weeks in trial and error, you're going to find your new maintenance calories. So this is going to be the new amount of calories that you can eat in order to maintain your new body weight and your new physique. So after weight has stabilized, you've officially gotten lean and maintained your results. So congrats. And that's literally it. That's all it comes down to. This is the hardest part. This is what people don't understand. This is what people can't understand. This is why people reset their entire progress that they work so hard for, which is not going to be you in this fit, because you're watching this video. You have this information. You know what it takes. You know what to expect. So you're golden. So going off of this, guys, if you want me to come into your life and not only help you lose the initial body fat, get to a new set point, but also find where that new set point is for you, maintenance calories for you, book a call down below. We can get a full plan for you based on your life, whatever you have going on, actually get you lean and actually help you keep those results so they can last a lifetime. So like I said, guys, book a call down below. We can see where you're at, where we can be, and we go from there. So wrapping this up here, life after this is the most enjoyable part. This is your new baseline. You will forever be this lean as long as you eat the amount of calories that you found as your new set point, hitting protein goals still. And all you need to do for training wise, just train 4 times a week. So at this point in life is where you can put fitness on the back burner of your life and focus on whatever you want to. And that's literally it, guys. This is what so many people can't figure out. This is why people can't stay lean year round. And now you have the proper information and knowledge to stay lean as long as you want to. And all that hard work that you put initially for those 12 weeks to get lean, and you following this video series, which I give you literally everything from the goal setting initially to training to diet to getting to this point in maintenance and actually keeping those hard working results that you work so hard for over the weeks. And now this is your new baseline. You can do whatever you want in life. You can focus on other things. And fitness is just simply on the back burner of life. So heading to a recap here, guys, we went over how to not bounce back after getting lean, which so many people do. And they keep themselves in this limbo cycle of, they get lean, they mess up, they gain weight, then they're like, damn, I want to get lean again. And they just stay there. We're not going to be there. We're just going to get in and get out. What to expect from your body and what actually is happening to it during this transition of going from peak diet to finding your new baseline maintenance calories and maintaining the look that you work so hard for. We went over the diet after the diet, like the actual maintenance calories, how to find those maintenance calories. And then we went on how to actually find the new true maintenance calories. So we went over the estimate, but then we went over the mini incremental adjustments over the week in order to find your true maintenance calories to stay within that weight range which is 3 to 5 pounds of your peak cutting weight. And that allows us to just maintain what we worked hard for. And then how life looks like after finding your new baseline with this look as your baseline. And that's it, guys. You've now stuck to the plan. You've gotten lean. You've maintained those results. And the world's your oyster. And I'm super glad that I was able to be a part of this journey for you. And I've given you all the proper information that you need that got me lean. And that's going to get you lean as well. And yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you've been following and implementing everything I've been telling you. And like I said, if you want me to just come into your life and implement all of this for you so you don't have to think and you just know at the end of those 12 weeks there's guaranteed results, book a call down below. And yeah, guys, Achilles here. I'm super grateful and excited that I was able to bring these videos to you guys. And that's going to wrap up this one.